Hi, welcome to Into the New. I'm Karin.
I'm Nicholas, and Jessica is also with us, but not on this video.
So today we would like to give you a short introduction to vertical development.
The science of how we as grown-ups, how we as adults develop through life.
And research has been done within this area since the 70s. And it's been like 10 different groups of researchers around the globe that have noted the same map, the same developmental stages for human beings in their adult development.
Yeah, and that's very interesting. Independently of each other, we describe human development in similar manners. Small deviations or shifts in phrasing and where the focus of the different stages is, but overall, we describe human development as the same process, no matter where or under what conditions we are brought up.
Hmm.
We start with the first one,
The
the opportunist.
typical 6-year-old focus on safety, security, and really egocentric. It's all about me and my needs.
As long as I get, probably developed for us to survive.
Mm.
Way back, it's important to see too that I get what I need in terms of food, shelter, and love.
And from this egocentric stage, we shift into the diplomat, which is basically the opposite, where the focus is on my in-group.
The
And
ones I identify with and want to identify with. The ones with whom conflict is the worst that could happen, basically.
yes, and the most important thing is to be included in that group.
Yeah. From here, the expert is developed. Usually, when we get to deepen our knowledge, our skills in a specific area, the craftsman, as we call it, expertise centric, self centered, and self esteem due to knowledge. So we shift back from being in group centric to wanting to stand out for our knowledge and expertise again.
And as we develop, our own skills and knowledge isn't enough. We realize that we need others as well to achieve goals, to achieve results, outcome. So next stage is achiever, the optimizer, where focus is on achieving results, outcome, and efficiency.
Yeah. Results through process. Also, in the achiever, we start to notice that there are other things, subtle things in us, such as values or ways that we do want to collaborate, that we do want to meet people, that are important. So we start to distinguish ourselves not only as craftsmen, but also as living creatures with heart and values.
Hmm. And these four most early stages are the heroic stages. It's where we see ourselves or the leader as the hero, the one leading the army to victory.
Yeah. Me being Napoleon, leading my army to victory.
Yeah.
And that shifts to the post-heroic stages that comes after the achiever. This is a shift that we see globally today. people shifting from expert achiever to the post-heroic stages, where the need for me to be the hero is no longer so strong, where I realize that the more people we are that can share the view of the world, the more of the world we see, and the more possible solutions we can come to.
Yeah. The more value we can create together.
Yeah.
So the first of the post-heroic stages is redefining, where we really start questioning status quo. We start questioning our systems, our organizations, how we do things.
This is the first stage where researchers aren't entirely in agreement of whether this is a stable state or if it's a phase we pass through. Some claim that no, it's too painful to be at redefining for too long because of the seeing the unacceptable, but not being able to actually do enough about it. And some mean that no, we can be at redefining for an entire lifetime without any problem. Bill Torbert, that we use in this presentation, means that no, you can be at redefining. For some people, it is a struggle.
So the shift can be quite welcome, the shift into transforming, where you find the power and the ability to actually transform things, to change, to make that change happen, that you see is needed.
At transforming, you have a well-developed meta-systematic ability to see how the system or the parts of the system interact and what to do to accomplish desired change. Also, you have the ability to meet people where they are, to understand people on a deep level, based on understanding yourself on a deep level, being able to talk and communicate and gather energy in a joint common direction. And purpose, of course.
Purpose gets really important at transforming. Your sense of purpose, your why. Why am I here? And why are we doing this? And it gets really important to connect your own purpose to the purpose of your organization, of your work, basically.
Yeah. After this, we shift into alchemical. And as Bill Torbert describes it, the shift from transforming to alchemical is a purely post-cognitive shift. A purely post-cognitive shift. It's not about how we construct the reality in our minds. It's how we experience our being and experience life. How life and what it is to be shifts.
And with that, also how we can create or shape new paradigms, how we can create our world, our day.
There are more shifts than this, but we won't go into them in this presentation. But worth mentioning could be that all of these shifts or stages exist in every one of us.
Yes, and we want to integrate them to be able to use them, but also to have the choice from which stage we want to approach a situation, a person, or the system. The more integrated you are, the more stages you have integrated, the more choices you have in your daily life.
Yeah. So it's not about leaving the opportunist becoming a diplomat, leaving the diplomat becoming the expert. It's about integrating the opportunist, bringing the opportunist with you, bringing the expert with you, bringing the achiever with you. So transcend and include.
Yes. And also worth mentioning that transforming is the stage that the researchers today see that you have to be as a leader to be able to lead an organization in this VUCA world.
Yeah.
With the complexity, the high-paced change, and also the consciousness development that is actually going on in the world today.
Yeah.
To be able to meet people where they are.
Yeah. Bill also said, I find that kind of interesting. In one way, it's possible to develop two transforming in a pure cognitive process. But if you don't realize, or you must realize that it's an internal process that needs to take place in order to really integrate that transforming. If not, the inner work is done. You will probably use the taught language and taught models of the transforming mindset as a bat to beat others in the head, to prove that you are a little bit better. And that's not what this is about. It's not about climbing a hierarchy to become better. It's about owning your whole self from opportunist and up.
So important.
Sometimes we hear just that notion that, no, I don't like this hierarchy, dividing people into different stages. Worth mentioning is that each stage comes with certain qualities and goals. And what would a world be like without experts bringing the expertise? What would the world be like without the achievers focusing on results and outcomes? So there is gold in every stage. But in order for us to really lead in the complex world, we need to integrate all the earlier stages and reach a transforming mindset. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. We look forward to deepen the understanding of stages and how to include and transcend them.
Yes, we do.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.